What's going on, YouTube family? Okay, so let's talk about the latest development with this Israeli-Iranian. Now the United States getting involved, bombing the nuclear facilities. So, uh, not too long ago, Trump just announced that Israel, United States, the Iranians, all parties involved, have agreed to a total ceasefire after 6 hours. Israel wants to finish their scheduled missions that they've already, I guess, have going on. So they have said that once those are completed, that that all parties have agreed to a ceasefire. Now, the Iranians, they did uh, launch some rockets towards a U.S. military base, but it was just more of a symbolic gesture than anything. From all reporting, they had announced that they were going to be launching these rockets, and all of them were shot down, so there was no damage done there. And it was more of a symbolic gesture to show, which I get, right? And so yeah, obviously, see, this is a perfect example of peace through strength, right? Uh, Trump showed that he had the capability, he had the, uh, the decisiveness to do it, that he's not to be played with, right? And whereas our past presidents have just shown nothing but weakness and indecisiveness, which allowed the enemies of the United States to be emboldened in their actions, So this is a prime example of peace through strength. Obviously, the Ayatollahs, the ones in power in Iran, their military has been so degraded. But this whole conflict, this is going to go down in the history books for sure. They're calling it the 12-day war. But within that 12 days, they've managed to totally cripple the Iranian military, to knock out their nuclear facilities, and to bring them to heel. So hopefully after 6 hours, they do agree to a ceasefire. Hopefully Netanyahu, the Prime Minister of Israel, he abides by it. We don't need him to be becoming a warmonger, right? So hopefully he cease and desist his military actions. He has his achieved goals. They wanted the nuclear plants destroyed, and they're destroyed. So, the deed is done. So hopefully Israel will take this as a win for them and pull back on their military efforts. United States stand down, and Iranians stand down, and we can have peace in the Middle East for however long that lasts, right? So, for all the detractors, Trump detractors, this is once again a big win for Donald Trump. Congratulations, Mr. President. Yeah, peace through strength. Fine example of it, And it just shows the rest of the world that, we're done talking, we're done playing around. We have the ability, the capability, and people in office who will pull the trigger if need be. And so with that being the state of things, yeah, it'll make people think twice about coming up against the United States in a nefarious way, right? So yeah, so hopefully we'll see how this pans out. It's still, like they said, a 6-hour window before this ceasefire is supposed to take place. So let's just pray that, all parties involved keep a level head within this little 6-hour window. Israel wants to finish up, whatever missions they had on deck and strike whatever targets they have left. Hopefully we'll see Iranians stand down shooting missiles, So within the 6 hours, if we start seeing a decrease in attacks, then that'll be a good sign as well. So congratulations, Mr. President. Yeah, hopefully this will earn you the Nobel Peace Prize. You have earned it, sir. And so now we'll see what the next crisis on the planet will be. But you know what? I'm going to end it with this. This goes to show you it further just revealed the Democratic Party for being the anti-American, anti-Christian party that it is. Because all of them are actually taking the sides of the Iranians on this issue and calling Trump, once again out of line for doing something that all past presidents have been talking about they would do. I've seen video clips today of Hillary Clinton saying she would do it, or Barack Obama saying he would do it. So, but once, because it's Donald J. Trump, right, and he actually succeeded in doing what they all talked about doing, that they cannot allow the United States to have a win. So that just reveals that party for being the communist, Marxist, anti-American, anti-Christian party that it is. So how anybody can still be supportive of the Democratic Party at this point is beyond me. Absolutely. Especially if you call yourself a Christian man or a woman. All right, so that's all I got on this one. I'm out here on my walk. My buddy here riding somewhere. So, it's been a hot one today. So this is our first walk. We just had to wait for it to cool down a little bit. Samson, he's getting a little older, so this heat takes its toll on him. He was struggling a little bit yesterday to complete our whole walk. So I had to wait till it cooled down later in the evening for him, because it's funny with these old dogs, because he still has the spirit of a puppy. He wants to do it, but his body, he's getting old. It's the same way with us. I still feel like I'm 18, 19 in my spirit, but yeah, I'll be 54 in August, so I guess a lot of things I'm still not able to do that I once was able to do, but it still feel like I can do it, right? So that's the joy of getting older. All right, well, thank you for watching. Leave a like, subscribe if you haven't. Help me get to 500. My first goal. We're at 450 now, so that'll be a blessing. And leave a comment. I welcome it all, good or bad. All right, thank you for watching. Until next time.